umubano w'u Rwanda na Congo warazambye.
Niyo mpamvu nshaka kuvuga byinshi byo nabitse bimaze igihe. Nabivuga uyu munsi nzongera hashize igihe. Ariko ubwo rizara kwa mbambwira bumva.
On the question about Rusesabagina, as far as government of Rwanda is concerned, Rusesabagina is a Rwandan citizen, and he was arrested, he was tried and convicted along with 20 others.
Ijabo Life Center ni umujyanama ku myitwarire yirukana umuze mu mubiri ugacukubiri n'indwara za hato na hato. Egera aba bahanga rero bahanga muri iyo mihangayiko ituruka kuri stress cyangwa imirire mibi.
Mu Ijabo Life Center baragukorera reflexology ariyo nkanguramyakura, detoxification ikura imyanda mu maraso, hydrotherapy igabanya ibinure n'umubyibuho ukabije ikanasohora imyanda mu mubiri, aromatherapy hashya indwara zifata imyanya y'ubuhumekero, ndetse na massage ivura ibibazo by'umugongo n'andi mavunane. Ijabo Life Center bakorera i Kigali
iruhande rw'ahahoze gare ya Kacyiru,
ahoroheye buri wese kuhagera,
hagamijwe rwo korohereza abatuye intara y'amajyepfo n'iy'uburengerazuba. Ijabo Life Center yabafungura ishami mu marembo ya gare ya Muhanga mu nyubako imwe na MTN ndetse na Sonarwa.
Wanahamagara kuri 0784373030.
Amagara mazima, igisobanuro cy'iterambere rirambye.
Ndabasuhuje nanone inshuti bakunzi ba Mama Rwagasabo TV, nk'ibisanzwe nongeye no kubifuriza kandi ibihe byiza aho muri hose mudukurikiye. Ngewe ndi Bonaventure Habimana. Bakunzi ba Mama Rwagasabo TV rero nkuko twabibasezeranije, muri iyi minsi dusoza umwaka Mama Rwagasabo TV irabagezaho amakuru yaranze umwaka mu ngeri zitandukanye. Uyu munsi ndagaruka ku yaranze uyu mwaka wa 2022 mu ngeri y'ububanyi n'amahanga. Mu ngingo tugarukaho, umubano w'u Rwanda n'u Burundi umwaka wa 2022 urangiye usa nk'ugana heza. Umubano w'u Rwanda na Uganda nawo uragana heza. Umubano w'u Rwanda na Congo warazambye. Perezida Paul Kagame yitabiriye irahira rya Perezida William Ruto wa Kenya, naho u Rwanda nanone rwakiriye inama ihuza abakuru b'ibihugu bikoresha icyongereza CHOGM 2022. Mu buryo burambuye reka mpere ku mubano w'u Rwanda na Uganda. Perezida Paul Kagame yitabiriye ibirori by'isabukuru y'umuhungu wa Perezida Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, General Muhozi Kainerugaba. Perezida Kagame yageze i Entebbe ahabereye ibyo birori mu masaha ya nyuma ya saa 6 ku cyumweru tariki 24 z'ukwezi kwa 4 2022. Mu banyacyubahiro bakiriye Kagame harimo General Muhozi ubwe na Ministri w'umutekano Major General Jim Muhwezi. Uretse kwitabira ibirori byo kwizihiza isabukuru y'imyaka 48 ya General Muhozi, icyo gihe Perezida Kagame yanagiranye ibiganiro na Perezida w'iki gihugu Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Mu ntangiriro z'ukwezi kwa 4 2022 nibwo Muhozi yatangaje ko Perezida Kagame ari ku rutonde rw'abanyacyubahiro yifuza kuzatumira mu birori by'isabukuru ye y'amavuko. Perezida Paul Kagame yitabiriye ibirori by'isabukuru ya Muhozi nyuma y'iminsi mike uyu mugabo avuye mu Rwanda mu ruzinduko rwari rugamije gushakira umuti ikibazo cy'umwuka mubi mu mubano w'ibihugu byombi wari umaze igihe. Icyo gihe Perezida Paul Kagame yagabiye General Muhozi inka 10. Perezida Paul Kagame yagiriye uruzinduko muri Uganda mu gihe hari icyizere cy'uko umubano w'ibihugu byombi uri kugenda usubira mu buryo ahanini biturutse mu biganiro yagiye agirana na General Muhozi mu bihe bitandukanye. Yaherukaga muri iki gihugu mu myaka 4 ishize. General Muhozi ubwe yatangaje ko yahisemo gutegura ibirori rusange mu kwizihiza isabukuru ye y'amavuko mu rwego rwo kwishimira aho umubano wa Uganda n'u Rwanda ugeze uzahuka. Mu magambo ye yagize ati, nk'igihugu nanone twagize igihe cy'umubano mubi n'umwe mu baturanyi bacu ba hafi, ni igihugu cy'abavandimwe cy'u Rwanda. Muribuka ko umupaka wamaze imyaka igera kuri 3 ufunze, ndetse abaturiye umupaka bahuye n'ibibazo, nta bucuruzi, nta mafaranga, ariko ikiri hejuru y'ibyo abantu bari bafite ibibazo kuko batabashaga kugenda ngo basure imiryango yabo n'inshuti zabo ziri hakurya y'umupaka. Kubw'ibyo icyo cyari ikibazo gikomeye, ariko turashima Imana kuko yakemuye icyo kibazo. Umubano wacu ni mwiza, ndetse mu gihe kiri imbere uzaba mwiza kurushaho, mfite icyizere. Nanone mu kwezi kwa 9 uyu mwaka Minisitiri w'Ububanyi n'Amahanga w'u Rwanda n'uwa Uganda bagiranye ibiganiro. Iyi nayo nindi nkuru. Minisitiri w'Ububanyi n'Amahanga w'u Rwanda Dr Vincent Biruta na Minisitiri w'Ububanyi n'Amahanga wa Uganda General Ondongo JJ Abubakar hamwe n'itsinda bazanye bagiranye ibiganiro bigamije gusesengura politiki na diplomasi y'ibihugu byombi, no kuvuga u Rwanda na Uganda. Ibi biganiro byahuje ba Minisitiri b'Ububanyi n'Amahanga b'ibihugu byombi byaje bikurikiye ubushake bw'abakuru b'ibihugu mu kubaka umubano mwiza w'ibihugu bivandimwe. Aba ba Minisitiri b'Ububanyi n'Amahanga bombi bashimye uburyo gahunda yo kuzahura umubano w'ibihugu byombi urimo kugenda. Muri iyo nama aba ba Minisitiri bishimiye uruhare rw'abayobozi b'ibihugu mu gukomeza kuzahura umubano w'ibihugu byombi. Ibi ngo bishimangirwa n'urugendo Perezida wa Repubulika y'u Rwanda Paul Kagame yagiriye muri Uganda, ndetse na Perezida Yoweri Kaguta Museveni wa Uganda yasuye u Rwanda ubwo yitabiraga inama ya CHOGM 2022, inama yahuje abakuru b'ibihugu na za guverinoma bahuriye mu muryango w'ibihugu bikoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza, ikabera mu Rwanda mu kwezi kwa 6 uyu mwaka. Aba minisitiri kandi baganiriye ku bibazo birebana n'umutekano mu karere, ubucuruzi, ishoramari n'imishinga ihuriweho mu karere. Reka noneho nkomereze ku mubano w'u Rwanda n'u Burundi. Muri uyu mwaka wa 2022 turimo kugana ku musozo, u Burundi bwafunguye imipaka ibuhuza n'u Rwanda. Mu mpera z'ukwezi kwa 10 leta y'u Burundi yatangaje ko yafunguye imipaka yose yihuza n'ibindi bihugu harimo niyihuza n'u Rwanda. Imipaka yari imaze igihe ifunze nyuma y'agatotsi kaje mu mubano w'ibihugu byombi. Ubutumwa bwanyujijwe kuri konti ya Twitter ya Ministeri ishinzwe umutekano n'iterambere mu Burundi buvuga ko imipaka yose ifunguye. Bwagiraga buti imipaka yose huza u Burundi n'ibihugu by'abaturanyi irafunguye. U Burundi ni nyabagendwa. Ni inkuru yanyuze amatwi ya benshi mu Barundi n'Abanyarwanda bari banyotewe no gusubukura imigenderanire nyuma y'uko ibihugu byombi birebanye ayingwe guhera mu mwaka w'ibihumbi 2015. U Burundi bwashinjaga u Rwanda gushyigikira abashatse guhiruka ubutegetsi bwa Perezida Pierre Nkurunziza wahoze ari perezida w'icyo gihugu. U Rwanda rukabihakana, ahubwo rugashinja u Burundi gufasha abashaka kuruhungabanyiriza umutekano barimo imitwe yitwaje intwaro. Ibintu byatangiye kujya mu buryo nyuma yaho Perezida Evariste Ndayishimiye agiriye ku butegetsi mu mwaka w'ibihumbi 2020 hagatangira ibiganiro bigamije kunagura umubano. Ifungwa ry'imipaka ihuza u Rwanda n'u Burundi ryahagaritse ubuhahirane hagati y'abaturage b'impande zombi, bishyira mu gihombo benshi mu bacuruzi bakoraga ibikorwa byabo muri ibyo bihugu. Mu mwaka wa 2014 mbere y'uko ibihugu byombi bitangira kurebana y'ingwe, nk'ubucuruzi bwabyo bwabarirwaga muri miliyoni 20 z'amadolari y'Amerika ku mwaka. Nyamara mu gihembwe cya gatatu cya 2022 imibare yagaragazaga ko ubwo bucuruzi bugeze kuri miliyoni 0.01 z'amadolari y'Amerika. Mu kwezi kwa gatatu 2020 ubwo icyorezo cya COVID-19 cyakazaga umurego, u Rwanda rwahise ruhagarika urujya n'uruza hagati y'impande zombi. Ku itariki 7 z'ukwezi kwa gatatu 2022 leta y'u Rwanda yafashe icyemezo cyo gukomorera urujya n'uruza rw'abantu ku mipaka yarwo yo ku butaka, ariko u Burundi ntabwo bwahise bufungura uruhande rwabwo. Tuvuze ku mubano w'u Burundi n'u Rwanda kandi indi nkuru tutakibagirwa kubagezaho ni y'abategetsi b'u Burundi baherutse kuza mu Rwanda gushishikariza impunzi z'abarundi gutahuka. Mu gitondo cyo kuwa mbere tariki 19 Ukuboza 2022 u Rwanda rwakiriye itsinda ry'abayobozi mu nzego zitandukanye za leta y'u Burundi muri gahunda y'ubukangurambaga bugamije gushishikariza impunzi z'abarundi ziri mu Rwanda gutahuka ku bushake. Gusa bamwe muri izi mpunzi bararahiye barirenga ko badateze gusubira mu gihugu cyabo kuko ngo icyatumye bahunga kigihari. Reka nkomereze noneho ku mubano w'u Rwanda na Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo. Muri make twavuga ko umubano w'ibi bihugu byombi umwaka urangiye uraharindimuka. Mu nkuru nya twagarukaho zavuzwe ku bihugu byombi harimo yuko Vincent Karega wari ambasaderi w'u Rwanda muri Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo yavuye muri icyo gihugu nyuma yo guhabwa amasaha 48 na leta y'icyo gihugu kubera umubano w'ibihugu byombi warukomeje kuba mubi. Uwo mwanzuro numwe mu yafashwe n'inama nkuru ya gisirikare mu gicuku cyo kuwa gatandatu tariki 28 Ukwakira 2022 yateranye yiga ku bibazo by'umutekano muke mu burasirazuba bwa Congo. yayobowe na Perezida Felix Antoine Tshisekedi ubwe. Ni inama yabaye mu gihe imirwano ikomeje hagati y'ingabo z'icyo gihugu FARDC n'umutwe wa M23 ukomeje kwigarurira uduce twinshi muri Kivu y'Amajyaruguru. Icyo gihe kandi Minisitiri w'Ububanyi n'Amahanga wa Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo Christophe Rutundura yahamagaje chargé d'affaires w'igihugu cye mu Rwanda Alice Kimpembe Bamba mu ibaruwa inamenyesha wari waragenwe nka ambasaderi mushya mu Rwanda ko atagomba gutanga impapuro zimwemerera izo nshingano. Ntabwo twareka kandi kuvuga inkuru y'imyigaragambyo y'abanyekongo ku mupaka wa Rubavu. Abakoraga iyi myigaragambyo babaga bafite ibyapa biriho amagambo yamagana u Rwanda na Perezida Paul Kagame bavuga ko igisirikare cy'u Rwanda RDF cyagiye kwifatanya n'umutwe wa M23 urwanya leta ya Congo. Ntitwanibagirwa kandi iyicwa ry'abanyekongo bavuga ikinyarwanda. Aba ahanini bashinjwa kuba intasi z'u Rwanda ndetse no kuba bakorana n'umutwe w'inyeshyamba wa M23. Adaciye ku ruhande, Perezida Paul Kagame yagarutse ku mubano wa Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo n'u Rwanda mu mpera z'ukwezi kwa 11 uyu mwaka, maze avuga ko utifashe neza kandi Perezida wa Congo Felix Antoine Tshisekedi ubwe ari we nyirabayazana w'ibibazo by'umutekano muke igihugu cye kirimo. Yabigarutseho ubwo yakiraga indahiro z'abaminisitiri bashya ku itariki 30 z'ukwezi kwa 11 2022.
Ndashaka kugaruka ku kindi kibazo cy'abaturanyi dufite na Congo. Ntabwo intwarira umwanya gusubizanya na batuvuga cyangwa tuvuga uko bashatse, ariko nagira ngo mbonereho uyu mwanya ngire ibyo mvuga bibasubiza, bibwira abantu abaribo bose bagifitemo uruhare muri iki kibazo. Nzongera hashize igihe nanone, niyo mpamvu nshaka kuvuga byinshi byo nabitse bimaze igihe ntasubiza. Ndabivuga uyu munsi, nzongera hashize igihe, ariko ubwo rizara ko abo mbambwira bumva. Ikibazo cya Congo kirimo ibintu byinshi. Congo, u Rwanda, M23, FDLR, MONUSCO, international community, envoys, ibintu byose. Turi benshi bakwiye kuba bafite ibyo dukora. Ariko uko mvuza twese uko mbivuze, uko byari bikwiye. First of all, it should be a shame to all these people that we are so many, we have so much in terms of means. We claim to want to resolve the problem. It's actually simple to resolve, in my opinion, but it never gets resolved for decades. And of Congolese problems, of the problems of DRC, before that, Zaire, and so on and so forth. I'm just talking about the problems of the last few decades. I'm not going into 60s, I'm not going into late 50s. No, I'm just talking about the last nearly 30 years now. You would wonder, I'm sure people should be asking themselves, how can these problems that relate to Rwanda, that relate to DRC, that relate to all these groups I'm talking about, that relate to the whole region, that relate to the powerful countries that so much talk about humanitarian crisis and human rights and all kinds of things, and really speak up for wanting to resolve all this. Sit with this kind of a situation and just keep massaging it and, blaming everybody else except them for these problems. And it's unfortunate that what I'm saying, I've given a short list of parties concerned, countries and so on. But it has become so convenient for long that all problems are put on the shoulders heavily on the shoulders of Rwanda. Rwanda is always the culprit in all this. It's not FDLR, it's not the government of Congo that should be responsible for its problems and people. It's not the UN, it's not the powerful countries, mainly America, UK, France. etc. No, it's Rwanda. It's Rwanda all the time. And it's M23 because of Rwanda. So it still comes back to Rwanda. It's not FDLR, the remnants of people who carried out genocide here. It's not the government of Congo, for many reasons. Reasons being, I started by saying here that we don't have means, well, but we have ways. Don't have means, but we have ways. But we don't have means. And that's why, in comparison, Rwanda and Congo, there is more, much more, much more Congo offers to these people than Rwanda. So naturally, these people must tread carefully when they are dealing with the Congo's problems. They must even assist Congo to alleviate their pain by transferring the blame they should have, put somewhere else. And the easiest place to put their blame is Rwanda. Kuna proverb. Hapa mnajua Kiswahili? Mnaelewa? Kwa Kiswahili shamba ya ndizi, mnaelewa? Kuna migomba. Na kuna majani. Migomba yani banana stem, majani ikiwa banana leaves. Kwa migomba kuna migomba mifupi na migomba mirefu. Kwa sababu Waafrika wanatumia sana majani ya migomba kufanya kazi nyingi mbalimbali, kupika chakula nini. Ukienda kwa shamba la ndizi, ile majani wanayokata ni yale ya migomba mifupi. Ndio. When they go to banana plantation, because Africans use a lot of many things they use banana leaves for. The banana leaves they cut are the banana leaves of short banana stems. Ile mrefu sana wanaacha. Sasa hao watu wanafikiria sisi ni migomba mifupi. Kwa sababu ya geography, yani si nchi ndogo tu, au resources, minerals, vitu vingine, wale wana vingi sana, sisi hatuna. So they would rather go for the short, lakini bwana wanajidanganya kweli. Sisi kwa ufupi wetu hatuna means, lakini tuna ways. Na tuko imara, hujajua, hujui, huwezi kaelewa imara tulivyo. Those who think they can keep picking, cutting our banana leaves because we are short stems, boy, you don't know how much you have deceived yourselves. Yes, they even say we are accused of stealing the wealth, the minerals of Congo. One thing we are not, and that's what makes us what I've just said. We are not thieves.
Havuzwe kandi inkuru y'abasirikare ba Congo batandukanye barasiwe mu Rwanda nyuma yo kwambuka umupaka Congo ihana n'u Rwanda mu bihe bitandukanye. Abarashwe bose muri ibyo bihe imirambo yabo yasubizwaga mu gihugu cyabo cya Congo, u Rwanda rukerekana ko bazize kuba barushotoye. Tuvuze iby'ubushotoranyi ntabwo twakwibagirwa kandi ubwo indege y'igisirikare cya Congo FARDC yagwaga mu Rwanda ku kibuga cy'indege cya Rubavu, maze u Rwanda rukandika itangazo ruvuga ko ubu ari ubushotoranyi bukomeje gukorwa na leta ya Congo, ndetse ko nibikomeza gutyo narwo rutazakomeza kubyihanganira. Gusa ariko kuri ubu nanone indege y'igisirikare cya Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo yongeye kuvogera ikirere cy'u Rwanda. Guverinoma y'u Rwanda yatangaje ko kuri uyu wa gatatu indege ya Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo yavogereye u Rwanda yinjiriye mu kirere cy'Irubavu hejuru y'ikiyaga cya Kivu. Amakuru dukesha ibiro by'ubuvugizi wa guverinoma y'u Rwanda aravuga ko iyi ndege yo mu bwoko bwa Sukhoi 25 yinjiye mu kirere cy'u Rwanda ahagana saa 6 z'amanywa, ariko ihita isubira muri Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo. Mu itangazo u Rwanda rwashyize hanze rwavuze ko ibyuku kwinjira mu kirere cy'u Rwanda kw'indege y'igisirikare cya Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo byahise bimenyeshwa guverinoma y'iki gihugu cya Congo. Dusoza ku mubano w'u Rwanda na Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo, imiryango iharanira uburenganzira bwa muntu y'i Burayi iherutse gusaba umuryango w'ubumwe bw'u Burayi EU guhagarika inkunga uha igisirikare cy'u Rwanda igishinja gufasha umutwe wa M23. Mu ibaruwa ifunguye iyo miryango yasabye EU kwamagana ku mugaragaro kandi ikomeje ubufatanye bwose n'imitwe yitwaje intwaro muri Repubulika ya Demokarasi ya Congo, by'umwihariko ubufasha u Rwanda ruha M23. Reka nkomereze ku mubano w'u Rwanda na Kenya. Muri uyu mwaka dusoje nta byinshi byavuzwe ku mubano hagati y'ibi bihugu byombi, gusa mu kwezi kwa 9 uyu mwaka Perezida Paul Kagame yitabiriye irahira rya William Ruto muri Kenya. Perezida Paul Kagame w'u Rwanda niwe mukuru w'igihugu wa mbere watangajwe ko yageze i Nairobi kwitabira kurahira kwa Perezida wa Kenya watowe William Ruto. Uyu muhango wabaye kuwa kabiri itariki 16 Nzeri 2022. William Ruto yavuze ko we na mugenzi we bahuriye kuri Karen Office i Nairobi bakaganira, ndetse hanagaragajwe amafoto bari kumwe. Abinyujije ku rukuta rwe rwa Twitter, Ruto yagize ati Kenya n'u Rwanda bifitanye umubano muremure udashingiye ko bituranye gusa, ahubwo ku nyungu bihuriyeho ndetse n'ubufatanye bumaze igihe kirekire ku bijyanye n'ubukungu n'umutekano. Turashaka rero kubaka no kwagura ubufatanye hagamijwe inyungu z'abaturage b'ibihugu byacu. Ruto wari usanzwe ari vice perezida yatorewe kuyobora Kenya ku majwi miliyoni 7,176 bisaga, no kuvuga amajwi ahanye na 50.49% atsinda Raila Odinga bari bahanganye. Kuwa kabiri tariki 16 Kanama 2022 Perezida Kagame yashimiye William Ruto ku ntsinzi yagize, ndetse anashimira abaturage ba Kenya kubera uburyo baranzwe n'umutekano mu bihe by'amatora. Uyu munsi kandi Perezida Uhuru Kenyatta n'umugore we Margaret Kenyatta bakiriye William Ruto n'umugore we Rachel Ruto mu rugo rwa Perezida bagiye kubasimburamo. Iki ni kimwe mu bikorwa byo guhererekanya ubutegetsi nk'uko ibiro by'umukuru w'igihugu bibivuga. Ntabwo twasoza aya makuru kandi tutavuze ku nkuru yahagurukije abanyarwanda mu ngeri zitandukanye, ndetse yamaze igihe kitari gito yitezwe. Iyo ni inkuru y'uko mu kwezi kwa 6 uyu mwaka u Rwanda rwakiriye inama y'abakuru b'ibihugu bikoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza CHOGM. Kuva ku gikomangoma cy'Ubwongereza Charles ukagera ku muyobozi w'ikirenga cyangwa se Emir wa Qatar Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani witabiriye nk'umushyitsi wihariye, u Rwanda rwakiriye abakuru b'ibihugu na guverinoma bihuriye mu muryango w'ibihugu bikoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza CHOGM 2022. Perezida wa Repubulika y'u Rwanda Paul Kagame yashimiye abo banyacyubahiro bose babashije kugera mu Rwanda, ubwo afatanije na Madamu Jeannette Kagame babakiraga ku meza bagasangira ku mugoroba wo kuwa 4. Perezida Paul Kagame yagize ati ndashimira buri umwe wese wabashije gukora urugendo akagera hano, ni iby'agaciro gakomeye kuri twe. Ndabashimira ko mwakomeje kubana natwe mu bibi no mu byiza byazanye n'ibihe by'icyorezo cya COVID-19. Perezida Paul Kagame yasobanuye ko guhera mu mwaka wa 2020 buri gihugu kigize umuryango w'ibihugu bikoresha icyongereza Commonwealth cyahuye n'ingorane zitandukanye zishingiye ku cyorezo, ndetse zikaba zaranakoze no ku muryango ubwawo. Ati ibihe by'icyorezo byatubereye bibi mu mateka, ariko nanone byatweretse agaciro k'ubufatanye n'umuryango. Ntidushobora gutera imbere tutabanje gukorera hamwe. Perezida Paul Kagame yakomeje ashimira abakuru b'ibihugu na guverinoma, abayobozi b'imiryango mpuzamahanga n'abandi banyacyubahiro icyizere bakomeje kugirira u Rwanda, rukaba rwakiriye inama ya CHOGM ndetse rukaba runagiye kuyobora Commonwealth mu gihe cy'imyaka 2 iri imbere. By'umwihariko yashimiye abashyitsi bihariye barimo Emir wa Qatar baje gufasha kwagura ibiganiro no kunonosora imyanzuro ifatirwa muri iyo nama.
Your Highnesses, Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, Secretary General, special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and honor to welcome you to the 26th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, the 6th in Africa, and the first since our world was turned upside down by a devastating pandemic. We join together to pay tribute to Her Majesty the Queen, the head of the Commonwealth, and its most devoted champion. Over her 70 years of service, the Commonwealth has grown both in number and in the scope of its ambition. The fact of holding this meeting in Rwanda, a new member with no historical connection to the British Empire, expresses our choice to continue reimagining the Commonwealth for a changing world. The Commonwealth does not replace other institutions, it adds to them. That's why we always have important special guests with us. This year, let me recognize in particular His Highness the Emir of Qatar, and I thank him for being here with us. The Commonwealth we need is on the front lines of global challenges, not on the periphery, watching events unfold. Our special strength is to bring issues into focus that we might otherwise be overlooked. For instance, the way that climate change puts the very existence of small islands and developing states into jeopardy, or the possibility to transcend size and geography by leveraging new technologies to create high-quality global jobs for our youth right at home. We are united by a shared language, whether English is our first, second, third, or even fourth one. But what really defines us are the values enshrined in the Commonwealth Charter and a commitment to good governance, the rule of law, and the protection of rights. That's why we shall always remain open to new voices and new members. And wherever we might fall short, we find solutions through consensus and dialogue. We build each other up and we move forward together. In closing, I want to welcome you all to Rwanda. Ours is a country that was torn apart by genocide and division just a generation ago. Today, We are a nation transformed in heart, mind, and body. Three-quarters of our population are young people with no memory of those events. Everything we do, including joining the Commonwealth in 2009, is aimed at making sure that our people are connected, included, and forward-looking. We are delighted that through CHOGM, you have the opportunity to get to know us, and we aim to repay that trust with many years of continued friendship. I thank you.
Reka nkomereze ku mubano w'u Rwanda na Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika noneho. Umubano w'ibihugu byombi reka utume tugaruka ku nkuru y'iki gihugu cy'igihangange cyasabye irekurwa rya Paul Rusesabagina wahamijwe ibyaha by'iterabwoba. Leta y'u Rwanda yongeye gukurira inzira ku murima abatekereza ko ishobora kurekura umunyabyaha uwo ari we wese kubera igitutu cy'amahanga. Ni mu gihe Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika zari zikomeje guhanyanyaza ngo zirebe ko witwa Paul Rusesabagina wakatiwe n'inkiko z'u Rwanda kubera ibyaha zamuhamije yarekurwa atarangije igihano yakatiwe. Rusesabagina yakatiwe n'ubutabera bw'u Rwanda igifungo cy'imyaka 25 nyuma yo guhamwa n'ibyaha by'iterabwoba bishingiye ku bitero byagabwe n'umutwe w'iterabwoba wa MRCD FRN bigahitana bamwe mu baturage bo mu burengerazuba no mu majyepfo y'u Rwanda, abandi bagakomereka ndetse n'imitungo yabo ikahatikirira. Abagizweho ingaruka n'ibyo bitero bari bifuje kuganira n'umunyamabanga wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika Blinken, ariko ntibyashobotse. Mu kiganiro n'abanyamakuru, Bwana Blinken yavuze ko nubwo atabonanye nabo ariko yumva neza akababaro kabo ngo kuko amenyereye guhura n'amatsinda y'abagizweho ingaruka n'intambara ndetse n'amakimbirane. Ikibazo cya Paul Rusesabagina ni kimwe mu byagarutsweho mu ruzinduko rw'iminsi 2 umunyamabanga wa Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika ushinzwe ububanye n'amahanga Blinken yagiriye mu Rwanda mu kwezi kwa 8 uyu mwaka. Blinken wakiriwe muri village Urugwiro na Perezida Paul Kagame bakagirana ibiganiro. Yavuze ko nubwo ikibazo cya Rusesabagina cyaganiriweho kitigeze gifatwaho umwanzuro.
The State Department has designated Paul Rusesabagina as wrongfully detained. What does this mean in this case? Also, we understand that you are unable to meet the victims of FLN attacks due to the tight schedule, but what would you say to the victims and their families? And also to Minister Biruta on the same issue. President Paul Kagame last night tweeted saying there are things that just don't work here. Was this discussed this morning in the meeting, and what does the government plan to do on this issue of putting pressure on releasing Rusesabagina?
Thank you very much. We have been clear about our concerns related to Paul Rusesabagina's trial and conviction, particularly the lack of fair trial guarantees. We continue to urge the government to address concerns about the legal protections afforded to him in this case and establish safeguards to prevent similar outcomes in the future. I had an opportunity to discuss this matter with President Kagame this morning. I'm not going to get into specifics, but we'll continue to engage on it. And I also had an opportunity just a few days ago to talk to Paul Rusesabagina's family, and we'll continue to be in contact with them as well. Thank you.
On the question about Rusesabagina, as far as government of Rwanda is concerned, Paul Rusesabagina is a Rwandan citizen, and he was arrested, he was tried, and convicted along with 20 other accomplices for serious crimes they committed against Rwandan citizens, and which he committed while residing in the United States. And this was done lawfully under both Rwandan and international laws. Therefore, Rwanda will continue to abide by our laws and the decisions made by our judiciary. And we would request our partners to respect Rwanda's sovereignty, Rwanda's laws, and its institutions. That's what I can state about the person of Rusesabagina.
Mu kiganiro n'abanyamakuru bwana Blinken yavuze ko igihugu cye gisanga Rusesabagina atarabonye ubutabera bwuzuye, ariko Minisitiri w'Ububanyi n'Amahanga n'Ubutwererane w'u Rwanda Dr Vincent Biruta yongeye kubitera utwatsi. Yagize ati Paul Rusesabagina ni umunyarwanda, yarafashwe araburanishwa, ibyaha biramuhama kimwe n'abandi 20 baregwaga hamwe nawe kubera ibyaha bikomeye bakoreye abanyarwanda. Ngeze ku musozo w'amakuru twari twabateguriye, ariko mbere yo gusoza reka mbibutsa amakuru meza kuri mwe mukoresha gaze mu guteka. Hari iduka Star Electronic ribazaniye amashyiga arondereza gaze ku kigero cyiza. Ni muri gahunda yo kurengera ibidukikije, hehe no kongera kuvuga ngo gaze ishira vuba mu gihe wahisemo aya mashyiga yo mu bwoko bwa Ariup #1. Iduka Star Electronic riherereye mu mujyi rwagati ahateganye na City Plaza. Iri duka rigurisha aya mashyiga ya gaze kuri detail ndetse rikana yaranguza. Kuri mwe rero mukeneye kurangura ibiciro babikubise hasi cyane kubera iminsi mikuru ya Bonane na Noheli. Ku bindi bisobanuro mwabahamagara kuri 0788 cyangwa se 0788 Hari inzoga kandi yitwa Mowapu, nayo ndayibabwira na agahebuzo kuri mwe mukunda inzoga zidatera hangova. Iyi nzoga iri mu moko atandukanye, ikabikorerwa mu bihugu by'Uburayi, ebiyiha kuba yujuje ubuziranenge mpuzamahanga. Mwebwe mushaka nko kurangura cyangwa se kugura kuri detail, muyisange muri TDMire ndetse no mu yandi maduka hirya no hino mu gihugu irahaboneka. Ku bindi bisobanuro ni mubahamagare kuri 0787317422. Ndabashimiye cyane mwe mwese twabanye muri ano makuru nahanyasoreje. Nitwa Bonaventure Habimana, mukomeze kunogerwa n'izindi gahunda. Bye.